So from the African concept, probably even other parts of the words, that masculinity understanding that men are meant to have more than one woman. Some societies believe that men are made to conquer, go out and search for women. If you read even religious books, you'll find that many people had so many wives. So sometimes people have different interpretations and understanding of such concepts and theories when it comes to their own practice. But for men who understand themselves and who are ready to take care of their families, they'll always die for the chosen one. So I was just joking with him, asking that a tricky question. I really know him, but I do believe that people with that understanding can actually challenge that notion and find the only one they love and be ready to die with. So Rodrick is one of the very few people from the African concept, I can say, who have that belief that if you decided to take one and be ready to die, you will actually be ready to die with. There's another author, I don't remember the name. This book I read so many years ago. It is entitled, "We Should Let Men Cheat."
Oh my God.
That would be very interesting.
Okay.
I had a PDF copy. This was a woman who actually had to strive, finding the right one.
Okay.
And he had his own probably biological or circumstantial reasons to justify reasons as
of
why
men cheating.
one man cannot have one woman.
One woman.
Yeah.
Okay.
So when I read that book, this woman, I remember, she had at least 20 people in her research, and she did it for over so many years to come with the conclusion that a man cannot be with only one woman, because she was also getting out with other men who are married. So again, that was the book that I ever read. Now I want to read the copy that
When Good Men Attempted,
and see how best you can find the way together. So Rodrick is a family man. We have learned to get to know you a bit, not that deep, but from the generic point of view, that you are a great man, and the reflection that you normally see has something to do with the family that you are owning. And again, the kind of wife that you have and the children that you actually have. So may God bless you. So
thank you so much. And actually, Peter, most women want good men. So if you're a good man,
you'll always have
you'll always be tempted.
Exactly. You'll always be tempted.
It's the same thing. That's what Satan does. He tempts those who are good. So if you're a good man,
you'll always be tempted. Now in reference to being tempted.
Yes.
There's so many things that you really want to do in your life.
Yes. That
you are yet to do.
Yes.
There are so many things probably you like, but you believe that you cannot. The word we would like to know, at least here. We know you in the conference rooms.
Yeah.
Do you sometimes like doing things like adventurous kind of stuff? Maybe getting together with people outside the conference room, having a different conversations outside books and knowledge stuff.
Yeah.
Getting somewhere to have fun. Do you have other activities that you normally do to entertain yourself and probably learn out of them?
Yeah. I like swimming.
You like swimming?
Peter, I like swimming. So when I get time, I go out swimming. But I also watch movies, and not only at home. I go to a cinema and watch movies on a big screen.
All right.
But also something that I've not yet got a lot of time to do is hiking.
You know how much I like hiking.
I like it so much, and I don't get time.
No, you find it
to do it. So I think we need to get together and create a program.
Exactly.
So that at least we do it even maybe once after 3 months.
Yes. Even if you do once after 6 months.
After 6 months.
It is doable, and
Yes.
it works in your calendar as well.
But also another hobby that I have, it's very weird, it's traveling.
Traveling. It's not weird.
I just travel.
Yeah.
So there are sometimes I just move from one region to another, just to be on the road, to move away from my comfort zone and my familiar area, go out there, just meet someone, travel to another place, and then come back.
Without forgetting books while traveling.
Exactly.
That's I know might be happening.
So while I'm traveling, I'm reading my books, I'm watching my videos, and learning different stuff. And I enjoy, of course, traveling by road.
All right.
And more than traveling by plane, because on the road is when you get to learn a lot of stuff, which is different when you fly.
Okay.
When you fly, you miss a lot of points and information on ground. So, but by road, you get to a bus stop, you see some traders, you meet people on the bus, you meet a lot of things as compared to flying. But also, something that I'm also thinking of doing this year is I want to develop my own entertainment center.
All right.
Where, because right now there is a lot of toxic information when it comes to entertainment. So I want to develop my own entertainment center, which is friendly to children, where I can bring different families together. If it is watching movies, there are certain kind of movies that we've selected
For them.
Documentaries, playground. It's kind of a fun area where kids and adults can connect,
come together, and
can come together. It's one of my dreams, one of my goals.
May God lead you.
Yeah, my long-term goals. That I've been thinking of that. Have a lot of games, have an area where adults can chill, an environment that does not discriminate adults from children, an environment that can bring a family together. Peter, there are some movies that you can watch without your kids.
Exactly.
It's just you and your wife.
Exactly.
Adult movies. And there are some movies that you can watch together with your kids. Yeah. So I've realized that the media platforms these days don't look at that. They just put out content. Whether it is adult content, they just put it out. So when you're seated when you're in the sitting room with your children and adult content comes on TV, so there is no way you'll switch it off. It will catch you off guard.
Exactly.
So if you try to block the eyes of your children, they will ask you why. And they will look for that. Why did dad stop us from looking at that, from watching that? So this thing is also happening in cartoons. It's happening in music videos. So content these days is a little bit toxic. So I want to create an area which is at least nurturing and very safe for families to stay together and have fun.
It's a family man.
Yeah.
You like eating?
Yeah. I like eating.
What just one food, if they tell you you're going to die in the next 5 minutes, you need to pick a plate of a certain food and die with. What type of food?
Oh my God.
And why?
Can I make a mixture of it?
Yeah, just do a mixture of it.
If I can get if I can get mashed potatoes
All right.
with a sausage, broccoli
Okay.
on the side, and a little bit of mayonnaise with cabbages, and then oh, I like chicken.
Chicken. Can your wife create that plate for you?
Very few times.
Does she like cooking?
Yeah, she likes cooking, but she doesn't do that so much. She doesn't do what I like so much because you find yourself, you find her doing other stuff. So she'll cook a meal maybe of 2 or 3 different ingredients. But basically, I like chicken. I like chicken. I like vegetables. Yeah, fruits. A lot of fruits. Yeah, I think that's it.
Of all the stuff that you mentioned, I've never heard you doing some exercise. You do them. Do you like exercising?
I do exercise. I do exercise, but not that hard exercise. Actually, I don't go to the gym.
Okay.
I went to the gym twice, and it was hectic for me.
All right.
Perhaps I met a different or a bad trainer.
How about running? Probably.
Yeah, I do running. Actually, Peter, I'm a good football player.
I didn't know that.
Good football player.
Good football player.
It's just that the busyness and all this stuff, so we don't get time to play football all the time. But I do football. When I was still in primary, I was good at running.
Secondary?
Secondary, I did not do that a lot, but I was good at 100 meters.
All right.
Yeah, I was like Usain Bolt.
So sprinting kind
sprinting,
of stuff,
yeah.
Marathon.
Not the 400 meters.
Okay.
I was good at the 100 meters.
So speed is your thing?
Yeah.
How can you interpret that into your life experience?
In my life experience, I think I get a lot of ideas in a quick manner, and that is why my team also gets a lot of problems with me. So in a few hours, I have this idea and I give them this.
And you want it to
and I want it to be done.
See how it can be done.
And they're like, no, this is too much for us. No, we have to leave this, but I want it to be done. Yeah.
So, yeah, I just wanted to know that because I know most of the things that we do has some sense of connectivity.
Definitely.
So if you're doing things in the family, there's a way it can connect you, the way you've been looking while on the road.
Sure.
They will be in the office.
Yes.
So if you say a person, want to push and, overtake every now and then, if you see a
person is a speedy person in life.
You definitely know that he might be a speed person, but again, if he's doing too much, then he might be an aggressive kind of person.
He wants his things to be done.
Yes. Yeah. Regardless of whatever.
Who is in front of me and all the obstacles. So he might be a type
of a person who is result oriented.
Yes.
So that might be, you might be in some way, kind of.
Yeah.
Some people might be asking you, some of them know about Road to Success Initiative.
Yes.
And to me, actually, I've been honored to be part of your programs.
Thank you.
You have taught me a lot. One of the things I have actually been learning throughout my life is being humble. And in case you didn't know, I've been learning from you.
Thank you so much.
And with programs that you'll be doing with mentorship, with trainings, as a corporate trainer, you had this one project that you wanted to die with.
Yes.
And this one, if I believe, it is Speakers Conference.
Yes.
I think I just missed one, but since you started, I've been trying my best.
Yeah, you've attended all the 4 seasons.
And see that transformation, see the way it grows.
Yeah.
So, what do you see in the next 15 years, as long as Speakers Conference is concerned?
Wow. Peter, every time I speak about the Speakers Conference, I really feel energized. I'm so excited about that idea. There are some ideas that come to you and you realize that this is God sent. This is just from above. It's not from me. So in 2018, when we started the Speakers Conference, as just an event. I do not know how big it would grow, but the impact is growing so fast. And in the next 15 years,
it's gonna blow the world.
Peter, I'm looking at speakers coming from all over Africa and all over the world in the next 15 years, coming to Tanzania for the speakers conference. But not only speakers, audiences from different countries, because we've just done 5 years of the speakers conference. But when we look at the background of all these 5 years, the history of these 5 years, we've had speakers from Zambia, we've had speakers from Kenya, we've had speakers from South Africa, from Botswana. So you realize that if we can do that in 5 years, then in the next 15 years, we shall definitely have speakers and audiences from different parts of the world. And it's not just a platform to bring together speakers. It's a platform to bring together speakers together with those who want to learn from speakers. Yes. So when speakers come together, they attract a certain kind of audience that follows them on social media and off social media. So those people also come to the event. So in the next 15 years, it's going to be amazing.
I believe for 15 years, Vusi
we have to bring Vusi.
Vusi Tembe Kwayo will be there.
And
before that moment.
And I wish Vusi watches this.
Vusi should watch this as well, because he's one of the people who have really inspired us from the African context.
We need him.
My brother Vusi, we missed you in one of the events which was organized by Deo Gratis Kilawe. We missed you, but we really wanted to be there. So I believe through Speakers Conference, one day, brother, you will be with us. So
actually, Peter, I approached Vusi's team in 2019. And they gave me his rate card.
Price.
And I was like, wow.
Let me get ready first.
Let me just prepare myself. But I believe there is a time that we shall have Vusi at the Speakers Conference.
There is God's time. I believe that with that time, my brother, our brother Vusi, will be part of the program. So I just wanted to connect it and see yourself to that. In that sense, there is a certain empire that you're building. To me and to others who are actually close to you, we normally take you for granted. In your philosophy, you normally tell us, usimchukulie poa.
Don't take people for granted.
Don't take people for granted. And I have learned a lot through that. And I've never taken you, even others, for granted. I value every moment that I spend with you. And I try to learn and see how much you can contribute to the greater audience. Being very few impactful kind of people. We are learning to be impactful.
Thank you.
I believe that there is an impact that you want to leave as long as we have that ability. Do you think of a legacy? And if you think of it, what legacy do you want to leave to the coming generation?
Wow. Oh, Peter, what a question. Peter, I want, when I leave this world, I don't know when, but my prayer is that when I leave this world, the first thing is to be remembered by generations after generations. Remembered for transforming youth in areas of self-discovery, but also remembered through my books. I want to be remembered as a person who was ready to help people who wanted to transform their lives. During my events, I sometimes give opportunities to upcoming speakers, and they don't believe that when you give them a chance to stand on a stage with Peter or with Anthony Luvanda or with Eric Shigongo, and they're like, why are you doing this? I tell them the same thing that you're saying. Like, I don't want to take people for granted, because their greatness is not shown on their faces. The greatness is within.
Lies within.
So the only way to pull out the greatness is to give them a platform, to test them. And that is how life tests us. That is how people know you, Peter, when you are exposed and you show people that I can do this. So if you don't get a chance of being exposed, there is no way people will get to know you. So that's one of the legacy that I want to leave.
Do you believe in God?
Definitely, with all my heart.
Do you have a religion, or do you believe in spirit? There's a difference, right?
Yeah, I think there's a difference. I'm a Christian.
All right.
Born and raised by a Catholic father and mother.
All right.
Strong, staunch Catholic.
Strong, staunch Catholic. That's very strong.
Yeah, and our parents taught us to pray. They've taught us different doctrines of religion. But as I grow up, I'm becoming less religious and more spiritual.
Why? Why less religious?
Because I've realized that religion is like it's like a team. The world has made religion a team. So Peter is a Muslim, or Peter is a Christian. Peter is a Seventh-day Adventist. He's a Buddhist. Someone else is a different religion. So they see you as a different person. But if you critically think about the person that created all of us, it's like we all look at the same person, but calling him different names.
Yeah.
And speaking different languages as we pray. I think the greatest thing that people should understand is faith, not religion.
Yeah, very interesting.
And there's one time I was watching one of Miles Monroe's videos, and he talked about that. He asked the leaders, the religious leaders who were in the room, he asked them a question. He told them, do you think God is religious?
God is never religious.
He is not religious. And that is why when God gives opportunities, he doesn't look at this person who is a Christian or who is Muslim. He gives to both. He gives to all. So I don't think God has that mentality of us being religious. He just wants us to be spiritual and have faith in him.
My poor understanding is God is power above powers.
Yes.
Is being above beings.
Yes.
Is the ultimate being.
Yeah.
God had no religion.
Yeah.
Religions are institutions that were created by man.
Yes.
So men created such institutions and put certain principles, the dogma. They put certain principles to guide people toward reaching the power beyond.
Actually, I was listening to a video last week, and something clicked in my mind, Peter. I know you're a Christian.
A Roman Catholic.
A Roman Catholic.
Yes.
And there's this one preacher who said that, do you know that from the period of Adam till Moses, there was no written law?
Yeah. How did the people live? That's very interesting.
It hit my mind. I was like, what?
It's true.
And it's true. From Adam to Moses, there was no written law.
So how did the people manage to live? There was no any guiding principles.
There were no.
So they managed. So the law started after Moses.
Yes. So when the Ten Commandments came out and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So that means God has put something in us that guides us.
Whether we have or we don't have any guidance.
Any written law or whatever. The only problem is we fight against it. We pretend as if we don't understand what God wants in order to satisfy our bodies and our desires.
So in relation to faith that we have, now coming to you,
yes,
do you believe in life after death?
I do.
So if you believe in life after death,
yes,
now believe you're going to live after you die.
Yes.
So there's one thing that I would like to, because I know that's going to happen whether today or tomorrow.
Right.
If you could be given an island to decide,
yes,
to go and live after death,
yes,
which island will you pick? That's where I was heading.
Oh my God, oh my God. An island.
Any island that you know or you're interested and you think that if I die and supposed to live somewhere else, I'll go there. Have you thought of Zanzibar? Probably.
Of course,
Or you have some other places out of this place that you can
I've been in Zanzibar for quite some time. There is an island, I don't know the name of the island, but it was bought by Richard Branson.
All right.
I don't remember the name of the island.
Then you have to find it.
I have to find out the name of the island. But he created this environment that is really amazing on the island. And you can only access the island by helicopter. So a helicopter or a boat. And I think that's where
Then that's why you're heading.
that's where I can live. But I believe we are spiritual beings.
Exactly.
We are spiritual beings, and life after death will be in the spiritual world. We might not have these bodies.
Yes.
And I wish someone could go out there, could go to that life and come back and tell us.
If you read the principle of karma, you'll understand the principle of decay.
Yes.
That the body will decay and the soul will actually perish and go to live somewhere else.
Yeah.
It's so interesting to have such type of conversation with great men like Rodrick Nabe. But it's always a challenge when it comes to time. Time has always been a challenge to all of us. If you allow us to keep talking as speakers, we could speak
the whole
till
day.
The cows come back. Rodrick, just one word for the world. Just one. If you're about to leave this space, what word would you like them to pick as a takeaway?
My greatest statement: success is a process.
Guys, success is a process. What does it mean? We have to follow the process to be successful. Should we want to be successful, we must understand the process and be ready to follow it. Brother, it has been juice. I know you're not doing some other legal stuff.
Yeah.
That's why I had to put it for you.
Definitely, this is good for us.
I'm glad that you have enjoyed while having conversation.
Sure.
It has actually been an honor. I will have to say it again.
Yes.
Having you in this place.
Thank
This is your home.
Yes.
Anytime you want to pass, my brother, just pass.
Definitely.
Please tell the world about this place, about the program.
Yeah.
And allow them to subscribe.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Again, I cannot thank you enough for having this.
Thank you so much.
Till we meet again for further consultation, further events, further engagements. I know we have so many things to learn.
I look forward for the next interview.
Exactly. We will do more than what you have just tried to do now. World, that was Rodrick Nabe. And I think you have listened carefully. You have learned a lot from him. And it is my hope that this interview, this conversation with him will add value to you. So please, you can subscribe on our special channel, Special Zone, and follow us. Share the content. Thank you very much. Till then, see you then.